Clearly I'm having more difficulties um, in the middle of talking. I just noticed that the screen showed the conclusion of my previous live stream. So this is going to be a doozy with me trying to tack this on to that last one. But I'm just going to continue in the meantime. Hopefully I can connect this one to the last one technically. So anyhow, what I was on the verge of saying next, moving on from DJ cheating on his religiously brainwashed wife and getting on YouTube, posting multiple videos of him exuding narcissism and disgrace, and his wife looking sad and lost and oblivious. The next thing I was going to touch on is and that's all I got for Splitsville there too. But that was a lot. Like I said, starting last week into this week. That's Splitsville news. Next is that it has already begun, but I want to say no, actually, it has not already begun. Coming up on April 10th on OWN Network will be the start of the final season of Ayanla Fix My Life. And over the years, Ayanla Fix My Life it's been pretty pivotal for the ability and the access for recognizing, what do I want to say, emotional struggles, psychological struggles, and most definitely relationship struggles between families as well as, marital. And it's been a long ride. It's been a long ride with this show, Ayanla Fix My Life. So again, April 10th returns and starts the final season. And so again, that's going to be on OWN Network. I think it's going to be, I think I said what, 6 episodes, or it's not going to be that many episodes, but there's plenty to, backtrack and watch if this is a show that you have never or hardly tuned into before. And, Ayanla Van Zandt has definitely garnered some, criticism over the years with, the work that she's done on the show, having been judged for, or if there's, I guess, validity in her approaches. And I guess, overall, people have stated kind of wondering, kind of like, is the work she's doing real? Is she a real doctor? Yeah, that is a question I've seen about her. And when I saw that, it probed me to think of her like, and as, I'm the type of person who recognizes that you don't have to have a degree in something in order to be experienced in dealing in it and dealing with it and carrying it out. So, and because I believe that, I also, ultimately believe that the work that she has done, that's her. That is a specific approach that she has chosen to apply, and that's a choice. So nobody can say that it's wrong or that it's invalid or that it's not real, because what that boils down to for the people that Miss Van Zandt has worked with on and off her show is, did her approach yield any results for any of those people? And if the answer is yes, which I'm sure it is, because this show has been going on for multiple seasons. So if her work wasn't useful or yielding results, then she would not have had the ability to continue to do it and be on TV doing it for this long. So the beloveds would not have continued to watch Iyanla fix my life. And again, it's been a long road. So her work is her work. And so she's about to conclude doing it on the TV. But yeah, even just seeing the trailer for this upcoming final season, even if you look at the trailer with no sound, it's appealing in my opinion. So yeah, I feel like I don't know of anybody. I've never heard of anybody else seeking to do the type of work that Iyanla Van Zandt has done on her show. Whether that be by way of not hearing anybody else on the TV or locally, or nowhere have I seen of anyone doing anything similar. So that's deserving of recognition and appreciation. She doesn't have to do that. And especially if she's not, if she doesn't have a doctoral degree. It's still work. That's still work that she's done. It's still work. So I'm sure this final season is highly anticipated. But yes, this will be the final season of Iyanla Fix My Life coming up next week. No, in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'm sorry. And also on the OWN network coming up so soon. It's a surprise. It's been a surprise to know that the 4th season of Ready to Love will be airing on Friday, April the 2nd. Yeah, that's soon. The previous season of Ready to Love just concluded this past December. So yeah, they had a quick turnaround for this next season. I wonder why that is. I'm so curious to know why. And I don't know. Maybe when they air this next season, maybe that will be explained. I'm kind of hoping that it will be, because I'm seriously curious to know, what constituted this quick turnaround between seasons. I've never seen any series with such a short period in between seasons. Never ever. This is a first though. It's funny though, because commentary around it, aside from that quick turnaround, is just the realization that Ready to Love has produced a minimal amount of couples. Minimal. I mean, the seasons have like 20 people. Start out with 20 people, 10 women, 10 men. And the goal, the objective rather, is to get down to three couples, three sets of people who want to pursue a loving relationships, and see if they're gonna go the distance. And just off the top of my head, I think that from season one, how many couples did they have? I honestly don't even remember what the results of season one of Ready to Love were. Honestly, I don't. Um, the results of season two were no. I'm lying. I do. I think there was just I barely remember the results from season one, and that's only because I know personally of someone who was on there and who was one of the final couples at the end. Mike Bless, but even though he was one of those final three couples, I didn't think that that couple was going to last. And I felt that even in them choosing each other on the finale, that it wasn't an authentic choice. I think that it was for the sake of optics, honestly speaking. And guess what? Following the show, they did a couple of he did a couple of appearances via, videos posted together of them together on social media. But I don't know. I'll estimate that was maybe for just maybe a 6 month duration or so before it was announced that they were no longer together as a couple. And the only thing surprising to me about that was the amount of time that that information took to occur or be announced. But as far as season two, yeah, the results from that season were also, I think it was just two couples from that season. It wasn't even three. Because it was London and oh gosh, London and Alexis, and then Brent and I think no, I'm mixing up names. I definitively remember two couples resulting, but again, both of those couples felt and appeared to be awkward pairings. And again, for the sake of, optic results. And season three that just concluded was even worse. The season that just ended of Ready to Love was the worst, in my opinion. It was the worst one to watch. It was all over the place. All over the place. But the commentary by viewers for this show is they expressed, the hope for the participants that are featured. Hopefully they're going to be, for real and, authentic and on the show for the sake of, giving the appearance that they really want what the show title is, Ready to Love. So I know better than to think that or to hope for that. It's reality TV, it's entertainment. But I will say that I wish that despite that, that the I wish that the production was more elevated, because the way that season three got carried and to see how things panned out on the reunion was it was almost like you had watched one show and then saw the reunion highlighting events from a whole different show. Like that's how that came off. And that's not good. That's not good. It's not a good look on the part of production. So again, I hope, not to say I wish, let me correct myself. I hope that the outcome of production for season 4 of Ready to Love is better. Matter of fact, I hope it's the best. Because if it ends up being as trash as any of these previous seasons of Ready to Love, I probably won't watch it anymore. If season 4 is not looking realistic, hell, I might not even watch the entire season. Who wants to waste time? Who wants to waste time watching fake productions of what is in the genre of being reality TV? Like, we're talking about a relationship contest. So it could have been much better than it was definitely in this season 3 that just concluded. And it was terrible. It was terrible. I just want to emphasize that for anybody who is not aware. It was bad. It was the worst. Hell, at least the reunion for season 2 was something to watch. I can say that. But yeah, season 4, you got to do better. Season 4, Ready to Love. Please be worth watching. Even just a little bit. People want to see. We truly want to see Black love. We need to see any examples of real Black love. Okay? Just true and real love in general. But most definitely, it's necessary for there to be some examples of Black love out here that can be accessed on a widespread level. All right. There's not enough toxicity in the world. And speaking of toxicity, also, this is the last backtracks, something that stemmed from last week, from the start of last week, and that has continued into this week. It was actually just announced sometime today. The situation that stemmed from Piers Morgan's commentary about Meghan Markle's and her husband Prince Harry's Oprah interview and his distaste of Meghan Markle. And then there was conversation regarding all that on the American show called The Talk, which comes on CBS, right? So one of the show hosts and commentators, because that's what they do on The Talk, is 4 hosts, and every host talks about whatever. It's a collective conversation about whatever topic. So one of the hosts, Sharon Osbourne, made some controversial. Number one, she had defense for Piers Morgan's whole commentary, negative commentary about Meghan Markle, but also in defense of him, and further expressing, again, controversial statements in regards to race, right? And it was because of that, it was reported that she has made some past controversial racist remarks, again, in the past about people of color. She said that Holly Robinson Peete would have been too ghetto to, I guess, become a host on The Talk or, some other capacity, but she referred to Holly Robinson Peete speculatively as being too ghetto. I've never seen anything ghetto, or would not even think to associate the word ghetto with Holly Robinson Peete. And even if that was the case, undeniably, that's a racist thing to say. So Sharon Osbourne said that and some other racist things. And so, again, as of today, it was reported that She is no longer a host on the talk. Well. So, I mean, and it's a whole statement that got put out explaining what and why that determination has been made via gossip official. Again, Sharon Osbourne got the boot, and part of the statement that CBS released explaining that, excuse me, is that I'll just share a portion of it. It says, the events of the March 10th broadcast were upsetting to everyone involved. Sharon's behavior toward her co-host during that episode did not align with our values for a respectful workplace. We also did not find any evidence that CBS executives orchestrated the discussion or blindsided any of the hosts. During this week's hiatus, because she was like put on leave or took some days off earlier this week. Excuse me. So it says during this week's hiatus, we are coordinating. Oh, no, that's not what happened. The whole show was on hiatus. So there were a few days this week where the show didn't air. That's what this is referring to. When it says during this week's hiatus, we are coordinating workshops, listening sessions, cultural awareness, etc. for the hosts, producers, and crew. Going forward, we are identifying plans to enhance the producing staff and producing procedures to better serve the hosts, the production, and ultimately our viewers. End quote. So, based on that, it appears the talk is going to restart with new episodes on April 12th, and that will not be including Sharon Osbourne. So, it's apparent that that was a necessary step to take to, to put her off the show. And that's all I'm going to share about that. I'm not going to insert my opinion any further in depth beyond saying that. That's done. Now continue with the TV news, network TV news. TV One is once again airing their episodes of the show Uncensored, which pretty much highlights the background and the upcomings of music and performing arts entertainers, specifically actors. So Uncensored will be coming on again with a new episode on Sunday evening. So you can watch that. It'll be fresh. Uncensored is a very insightful program to find out about how a lot of our popular entertainers, came up, what they came up and what they came through. So that is what Uncensored is about. And is this the last thing? Finally. All right. If you haven't been checking for this chick for the past month or so since her hair debacle, then you probably don't know. But that chick that was publicly named Gorilla Glue Girl, recently renamed Gorilla Glue Woman, real named Tessica Brown, has, she has been maintaining with maintaining rather a social media presence. Um, I don't know. I honestly don't understand the overall objective that she has, but she's been continuously posting videos on her social media, and so okay, I'm seeing something just from the beginning of this week. This is my first time coming across this. She posted a video about, I'm going to read what it says directly from her Instagram profile from March the 20th. She posted a video with the caption, and the caption reads, "As you guys know, I've been focused on finding safer and healthier hair products for wigs and growing your edges. It doesn't get better than hashtag the wig fix." And then she tagged somebody. She said, "Black female owned and Black invented. It secures your wig while inducing natural hair growth and is completely hypoallergenic. So I've been able to use it during recovery." Okay. I mean, you would hope this girl would have, I'm sorry, you would hope this woman, Tessica, would have hopefully gotten to a point of, in her recovery, just keeping everything off her head. Like, just let your natural hair breathe, literally. But it's hard to tell if she's actually doing that based on this promotion that I just read, and also based on the video that she posted following that one, which was I guess it was like a TikTok style video, and ultimately the contents of this video is her dressing up, saying that she's on her way to party, and she has, you know, some type of wig, definitely a wig that she's wearing. Um, she was showing off the physical work that she has had done. I think, I mean, she actually edited the caption for that video. Because I know when I saw this video the first time, the caption was totally different. It was longer, and she shortened the caption. So anyhow, she may have gotten the work done on her body. It appears that she's had dental work done, which, you know, there's never anything wrong with that. But she got some additional work aside from your standard necessity type work, which dental work, that's what I consider to be a necessity. What else we got here about Tessica? So the reason why I'm talking about her at all is because today, I'm sorry, 2 days ago, she posted that a photograph of her and a guy, and saying that you know, that's her bae. When it's real, nothing or nobody can come between it. Somebody said y'all was looking for him. This is him, blah blah blah, right? The comments on this picture are crazy. People are like talking, like they're quoting her from when she was posting the hair debacle, and she was saying, and people are quoting her saying, "My hair, don't move." And that's the comments people have put on this picture. And then the most recent thing that she posted as of today, and this is just, I don't know, I think this takes the cake with ridiculousness, is a photo It's a completely photoshopped picture. Like totally. It looks beyond ridiculous. And on the picture it says exclusive Gorilla Glue woman. I'm pregnant. First child with fiance. And so her cat and the picture is she's in it, but I'm not even going to describe it because it looks so retarded and crazy. I don't even want to try to pass on a mental picture of the picture. And so she typed her caption says blessed. Listen, again, this is not something I want to promote. So I'm not going to say her IG handle. But what I am describing is on her IG. It looks crazy. I mean, it's hard to tell if that is possibly just a joke of her posting that, but it looks ridiculous. Um, and it just makes me think that again, it just makes me wonder back to what her possible whole objective either was or could be. There's a saying, begin with the end in mind. And I can't tell where she started nor where she's trying to go based on the content of her profile. It's in general, it's confusing to me and does not appear to have a single direction. Um, I could be misinterpreting. I could easily be missing something because it's not like I look at her profile like at all. I only notice what I have about her content based on what shows up in my feed on my profile, which I don't check for other people's posts. I'm pretty much, self-focused with this profile on my own. So I'm not really looking that deep at what she posts, but to see what she does post, it's like, what are you doing and what are you doing it for? Like that's the questions that come to my mind. Especially to see what appears to be a fake photo showing that she's pregnant and it's like she already has kids, presuming that they're adults because I haven't seen any sign of them anywhere on her profile. No images of her kids. So I don't know. Maybe she's just in a stage or at a point where she's wilding out. Um, but I don't know. Other than that, I can't even speculate on what else her point might be. I really can't. I really can't. I mean, that's how far separated I am from it. Seriously, is just a bunch. I'll classify it like that by saying it's a bunch, like all mixed up in a basket, and everything looks different and unrelated, but it's all in one single basket. So this Tessica Brown that I'm talking about, but yeah, oh yeah. Now I'll conclude with this. There is one thing that I left out that I just remembered earlier this week. Yes, and this happened this week, the week of March 21st. During this week, and I mentioned this on the previous episode this week, I talked about Chrissy Teigen's potential behavior in attention seeking for relevance purposes, right? And so what got announced about her during this week was that she apparently has deactivated her Twitter account. I wonder almost why. Because prior to that, I think she was, speaking out in support of and awareness of, this this cause for, no violence against Asians. And so if you're going to speak out in support of something, why would you limit your reach? I mean, deactivating the social media account is going to limit anybody, right? Especially somebody who's famous like her. Again, I'm talking about Chrissy Teigen. So, again, I almost wonder why she did that. Why did she deactivate her Twitter if she was going to speak in support of this cause that just, came about also within the past this week and last week? If you want to support something, if you want to help bring awareness to it, focus on that. Don't limit your social reach by deactivating your Twitter. Listen, I already didn't get her, but as of now, as far as Chrissy Teigen goes, I don't think there's anything about her to be understood. Like, I can't see it. Like, her behavior is so conflicting, her actions are so conflicting. It makes no sense. Again, very similar to Jessica Brown. Like, it's hard to recognize or to pinpoint why they're doing the things that they're doing. Like, what all is it leading to? It's so hard to see and so hard to be able to identify. So, on that note, if you like my vibe, if you like my flow, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to, and follow this golden dark Dane. All right, make sure you subscribe so that you can stay in the loop, catch up by watching my previous episodes, and like my profile on Instagram, where you will also see notifications of upcoming and current episodes once they are made and posted. I hope you're watching the NAACP Image Awards, and we'll see who the remaining winners, who the remaining recipients will be from those awards. And I think this is the conclusion pretty much for the award season. I think this might be the final awards show for award season. So if there's any other awards presentations coming out, we'll see what they are. But I do believe this is the last one. So again, check them out. Check out these current awards that are currently airing live in the NAACP Image. Awards are on now. And yeah, aside from that, until the next time.